Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video I'm going to explain how to create a bottom navigation bar in the Flutter. So we'll make application like this. We have three buttons here in the bottom navigation bar, and click here the first one, cake for example, show you this icon. Click the second one, show you sun. Click the third one, show you car for example, or whatever. You can add anything you want. So let's start with that. First thing, the like in the scaffold we have up bar, we have body, you know that. Also we have something called bottom navigation bar is a part of the scaffold. This is very important to understand. So now I don't need to use a bar, only the body. So here I will add a body, and here I will add the bottom like this. So inside the scaffold, in the bottom navigation bar, what we have a class bottom navigation bar. Inside it we have three important parameters, or four, but the first thing we'll start with the current index. So which index? So we have, for example, three buttons, so the focus on which one at the beginning, which index. So for example 0, which means this one, 1 2, 0 1 2, like this, because they're just an array. So here I can say, for example, 0 current index. We have also on tab. So on tab or on click on anyone, we need to change the body here, right? So now we will just make it like this, and here you will see index. So you can name it anything here, but it will add like a new index, for example. You can name it anything like this. And also we have another thing, which is items. The items is just the buttons here, the tabs here. So in the tabs we should use the, so here we have item. The item should be of type bottom navigation bar item, bottom navigation bar item. Inside it we have icon, so I will add icons dot, for example, sun, the first one. And also it is required to add a label. So for example the label is just a string, so you can add here sun, like this, just. So here the bottom navigation bar item, which is this one here, those icons, and the label is this here, like cake or car or sun, right? So it's just like list here or array, so you can just copy this, paste it here, and paste it here. The item should be at least two items, two bottom navigation bar item, at least two, one not acceptable, so two or more. So here we will, now there is no body. We need, when they click here, change the body here. So in the body we can also add some icons. So I can create icons here. Of course I don't need this. I can create icons here, for example, make it final, and called body, for example, equal just list. You can add list of anything, I mean any widget here. So we can say final, the type of final will be list of widget. So any widget, you can use stateless widget, stateful widget, any page. You can create a new screen here in the lib and add it here as you want. But now, just for simplicity, we will add some icons, and we can add size here like 300, and also we can add color like colors dot yellow, for example. Now in the body we don't have anything, so we will add this body here. Maybe we can add this body, so just say here body, and the body is just widget, so we need one widget, not three widgets here. So we need to add the index of the body. So here the index will be 0, right? Here the index will be 1, and so on. So we need to add the index, so we can add initially just 0, so the first icon, that's it. And here the current also 0, so the first icon, which is sun here. So now if I run this, so perfect. Here we can add a body in the center, so just wrap it with the center. So just add in the center, so we can see everything is perfect now. Now the index here is 0, and current index here focused is 0 also. But now what the problem? We need, when we click here in the icons here, for example, click here, we need to change this. Click here, we will change this here. By default, when you use the tab on tab here, it will return the new index. For example, if I click here, will show me the index 0 because it is the 0, the first icon. If I click here, the index will be 1. So what should I say here? I should create another variable here anywhere, integer called index, for example, or called like current index as you want, equals 0. So start with 0. So here instead of 0 I will say current index because this should change, right? Also here instead of current 0 I can say current index. So current index is 0, no problem. But what should I say here? I say here when tab current index, which is 0, equal a new index, right? So now the first thing, if I run here, there's no problem. Here 0 and 0 because start with 0. So the current one is 0. But when I click here on tab, the current, which is 0, will become what? When I click here, become 2. Click here, become click here, become 1. Click here, become 2. So this should change also because 2 1, for example, here also will be in the body, also will become 1. So 1 is what in the body we have those icons here, the car crash. But what the problem? Why it doesn't work now? Because we need set state, we need to make reload, we need to rebuild the widget. So here stateless widget doesn't work, so we need to convert it to the stateful widget. And you know already how to make a stateful widget. You can return back to the previous class. But now I can just simply from here I can convert it to the stateful widget here just by one click. And here I can just say set state because set state only exists in the stateful widget. Now after change the index, I will reload like a refresh. So now it is 0 here. Click here, become 1, and this also become 1 because here the index 1. Now the index here 1, and also the in the body the index will become 1. So in the body here we have those items, right? 0 1 2, and I click here will become 2. So show me the 2 here. So this almost everything about the button navigation bar. Simply just pay attention here, this for body. Thus you can add anything, and you can add here another screen instead of icon because I said list of widgets. So stateless widget, stateful widget, can add it here without any problem. Hope you understand that, and thank you very much.